If you were the quiet kid growing up, you noticed everything. The noise, the laughter, the way you never quite fit in. And that silence shaped you more than anyone realized. You learned to observe before speaking. You noticed details others ignored. While they chased attention, you built awareness in silence. That quiet awareness became your greatest strength later in life. Being quiet was not weakness, it was protection. You processed emotions internally instead of reacting outward. And that internal control shaped how you handle pressure today. You felt different in crowded rooms. While others blended easily, you stood apart. That distance made you sensitive to tone and mood, reading emotions before words were spoken. Silence trained you to listen deeply. You learned to sense tension shifts and hidden feelings. That emotional awareness became an advantage most people never developed. Being quiet built inner resilience. You processed rejection privately and adapted silently. That private growth strengthened you in ways loud confidence never could. You adapted by staying observant. While others reacted loudly, you calculated quietly. That habit of thinking before speaking shaped how you solve problems today. Working alone never scared you. You learned to rely on yourself early. That independence built confidence rooted in ability rather than approval. You processed emotions internally instead of seeking attention. That internal reflection strengthened self-awareness and control, shaping the person you are today. Watching instead of speaking trained your awareness. You noticed patterns in behavior and tone. That sensitivity to social dynamics became a skill that guides your decisions today. You learned to handle discomfort quietly. Instead of reacting, you processed it internally. That quiet resilience built emotional strength that carries you through challenges today. Spending time alone shaped your inner voice. You developed self-reflection early, learning to analyze thoughts before acting. That habit created clarity many people still struggle to find. You stopped seeking validation early. Approval was never guaranteed, so you built confidence internally. That self-reliance made you steady when external praise disappeared. Silence strengthened your thinking process. You analyzed situations before reacting. That habit built clarity under pressure and allowed you to respond with intention instead of impulse. Instead of reacting outwardly, you managed emotion internally. That regulation created stability others lacked. And over time, stability became your quiet advantage. You developed deep focus in noisy spaces. While others were distracted by attention and approval, you concentrated inward. That focus strengthened discipline and sharpened your ability to think clearly. Being quiet gave you emotional depth. You felt more than you showed and understood complexity others ignored. That depth shaped empathy and insight few people develop. Your presence was subtle but steady. You did not dominate conversations, yet people sensed your stability. That controlled presence became a quiet strength guiding your path. You became skilled at reading subtle cues. A raised eyebrow, a shift in tone, a pause in speech. That sensitivity to detail strengthened your ability to understand people deeply. Patience became your instinct. While others rushed to speak or react, you waited. That waiting protected you from mistakes and gave you time to choose responses carefully. Years passed, but the quiet foundation remained. What once felt isolating became empowering. That early difference transformed into a steady advantage guiding your future. Control over your reactions became natural. While others exploded outwardly, you stayed composed. That discipline strengthened trust and shaped how people now perceive you. You questioned ideas silently instead of following crowds. That independent thinking built confidence rooted in logic rather than popularity, guiding your choices today. You learned to protect your energy early. Instead of absorbing every emotion around you, you created boundaries internally. That protection kept your mind clear and steady. Your quiet nature evolved into steady leadership. You guide without shouting, influence without forcing. That calm authority draws respect naturally over time. Your confidence does not need volume. It is steady, grounded, and earned through reflection. That quiet certainty influences others more deeply than loud charisma ever could. You remember how it felt to be overlooked. That memory fuels discipline rather than resentment. It reminds you why growth matters and keeps your ambition steady. Silence became your strategy, not your weakness. By speaking less, you revealed more intention. That restraint makes every word you choose carry greater weight. External chaos no longer unsettles you. Years of internal reflection created stability. That steady center allows you to move through uncertainty without losing balance. What once felt like isolation became preparation. The quiet child grew into a grounded adult. And that transformation proves silence can shape strength. You became selective with energy. Instead of engaging every situation, you chose carefully where to invest attention. That selectiveness protects focus and preserves strength. Confidence built quietly inside you. It does not demand attention or approval. That inner certainty remains stable even when recognition is absent. You balance emotion with reason. Instead of suppressing feelings, you understand them. That balance allows steady decisions when others feel overwhelmed. You no longer seek reassurance from noise. Security now comes from within, shaped by years of reflection and restraint. That inner stability cannot be shaken by external pressure. Observation became your silent advantage. While others compete for attention, you gather insight. That awareness helps you anticipate outcomes before they unfold. Your calm voice carries weight because it is rare. You speak with clarity instead of volume. That composed authority shapes rooms without force. You trust your judgment without loud reassurance. Years of quiet reflection built confidence in your thinking. That self-trust keeps you grounded when others panic. You respond instead of react. That small difference changes outcomes. Measured words carry intention and protect your position in tense moments. Influence does not require volume. Your steady presence shifts decisions quietly. People trust composure more than noise. Growth happened quietly for you. While others displayed progress loudly, you improved steadily behind the scenes. That consistent development built lasting strength. You recognize emotions without being controlled by them. That clarity keeps your perspective steady and decisions balanced, even in pressure. Discipline formed in silence. You built habits privately and stayed consistent without applause. That commitment fuels quiet success. Restraint became your quiet armor. You learned when not to speak and when to hold emotions steady. That control protects your energy and preserves clarity. You follow internal direction rather than external noise. That self-guidance keeps you aligned with purpose instead of distraction or pressure. What once felt like isolation became strength. The quiet child grew into a balanced adult. And that journey proves silence can shape powerful resilience. Strength formed without applause or attention. You endured quietly and adapted without display. That silent endurance shaped resilience that now defines your character. You understand your limits and strengths clearly. That awareness prevents reckless decisions and strengthens your ability to act intentionally. Your power is balanced and steady. It does not overwhelm or dominate. That composed strength earns trust and influence naturally. You once believed silence made you invisible, but it was shaping you quietly. The quiet child was not behind. He was preparing to move differently. Being the quiet kid did not weaken you. It refined you. It built awareness, control, and resilience. And now, that quiet foundation is your greatest strength.